Oh, that's so annoying. I'm going to fix that at some point. That means I'm waiting to see myself start, and there's a delay. But here we are. What I'd like to say first is I hope none of you are wearing pants. I didn't let it in properly. I'm doing great. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. My name is Brian. It's been a minute since here in my space of spaces. But that means, at least tonight, I get to do a giveaway if I'm here. I can do giveaways from here. Anywhere else? No. Oh, I still forgot to set things up because I'm a genius. I got distracted by everything. Our first whiskey of the evening. I was doing spreadsheets. That's how distracted I was. Sure. What I need to do is set this up so I can do the randomizer at the end. Should Raffle actually happen? I'm assuming it will. But you never know. Nobody could show up. That's how my thought process is. But there it is. Oh, it's me. That's not what I want you to capture at all. There it is. This is what I should have done before. I didn't. There we go. We're good now. Back to this. Much better. Oh, and I can put the thing up. I have the music on. I'm really good at this. Again, it's been a minute since I've actually done a stream from my location. Hello! Oh god, why are you over there? Hello, people. I wasn't sure there was anyone here because I couldn't see in the chat. But we have 5 fingers. High five. Puh. Mike Franklin. Pleasure to see you. John McKellen. Hello. And Mr. Great Shot. Greetings to you and yours. We're here on a Sunday at my old time slot. Mostly because I found out that it's Bourbon night. Well, I didn't find out. I know it's Bourbon night has been very busy. And that means they're not going on tonight. They've been doing whiskey stuff for about 2 weeks straight, at least. I don't know what they're running on. Probably just caffeine and adrenaline at this point. Ugh. But with that said, that gives me a little extra time, which means I can do a little longer stream, which means I can do a giveaway, because giveaways are hard to do by yourself. When you have a very strict method where you do the stuff and no one else is touching it. 4-Leaf Whiskey, hello. Lovely to see you. The Brew Baker Maker, as always. Pleasure. Welcome to this insanity. We are drinking beer at the moment, actually. If you're a patron of mine, by the way, I have a Patreon, you will have seen that I was trying to figure out dinner. I did. I have the beer still. It is not Ragged Island beer, but it fit in this glass, so that's why I poured it in there. Another local brewery, though. Brewery. Zen Boot, hello. Welcome. Now, what is this from? This is Buzzard's Bay. Buzzard Bee? Beak? I think it's Buzzard's Bay. It is a local beer brewery I've been to a couple times. I think this one's called Hogs something. It's pretty good. It's a Kolsch style. Kolsch, K-O-L-C-H. The O has dots over it, I think. I'm finding I like those. You got a little more to them than the usual, you're drinking a beer because it's beer thing. There are a lot of those. But I still haven't found one to top my favorite because they stopped making it. Those mother. Anyhow, enjoy the music. I think you can hear it. If not, I will turn it up a little bit. Hopefully not get flagged by YouTube. But I will show you my Glencairn, which already has fingerprints all over it, probably. It's hard to see with the glare. God damn it. But this, I'm a face. My camera just hates me, I know this. But I know that glare is not helping at all. Anyhow, it's this bastard's ball. You can kind of tell. Almost. Do that? That'll make it worse? I'm really good at this. There we go. Bastard's ball. Then that. And then MMXX11. If anyone knows their, I guess, Roman numerals. I have a feeling I know what that is. I'm not sure. Oh, wait a minute. Is that supposed to be sword on the top of the roof? And the W for whiskey? That'd be cool. I really haven't looked at it that hard until now. Brian Toner, hey, welcome. Welcome to this. Everyone start throwing your money for the raffle tickets. Is that how that works? You just kind of throw it at the screen? Oh, since the raffle is doing the thing, I need to do the thing for the raffle. It's up there. There is a raffle going on tonight. These are the samples. Oh, wait. You know, I do things for myself and for you, and then I just forget. So let's try it. Here we go. I'll show you the samples. This is the part you have to watch. Are you ready? Oh, it went like that. It's very impressive, isn't it? Yeah. Yingling? Oh, I've had that before. Oktoberfest, it's meh, but much improved with a shot of rye. Yes. Beer can be improved by whiskey. This is a little known fact. And rye will definitely do something to it. Let's a little spice it up. Brana Challenge Coin? I don't even know if I saw it. I only saw the one I had, which is somewhere around here. Is it right on top? I did put it right on top. Wow. So this is the only one I have from the ball, which is Mooch Fest 2022. It is not Untold We Trust. It is not Mooch Fest. It is, of course, the Bastard's Ball. This was voted on at the ball. It is still the Bastard's Ball. I'm on vacation 2022. I mean, I wish we could all be on vacation. That'd be nice. That's what this is, folks. A temporary vacation from everything else. I wish they had a Brianna Challenge coin. I would love it. Penelope Toasted I picked up in Kentucky. Ooh. I have a Penelope I haven't tried yet. Again, this is... I decided to make September crazy month. Remind me not to do that next year. Because I've done the Bastard's Ball. It is my channel's 3rd year channelversary. 500 subscribers was last year, so I hit 500 subscribers last year on the Saturday the Bastard's Ball happened, when I wanted to do a live stream, but their Wi-Fi was not having it. So you can check Instagram for the blip of me all fuzzy going, it's not working. Sorry. Basically what happened. And what else? But we're going up, actually. Recently, I got a few subscribers. Some of them I actually met, which was nice. Like, here's my card. Check out my channel, please. I have an Eric Waite coin, too. He gave me one. It's over there. John's Lane. Ooh, nice. Thank you for telling me what you're drinking, because no one wants to drink alone. I mean, I really like just drinking by myself. But anyhow, you don't always want to drink alone. That's what I mean. So here we are. The beverage of choice, other than the beer, we're going to have an interesting contrast. I'm going to try to have two. Again, I don't drink much these days, so... It's made the Bastard's Ball and the Vault fairly interesting, but if you didn't see my hack and slash stream on the... what was it? It was the day after the ball, I think? Anyway, it was the last stream I did where I was in the hotel room. Just chatting. And it was fine. But I got to talk about the ball there. And one thing I got while I was down there was this little thing. Balcones Texas Pot Still Bourbon. Straight bourbon whiskey. That means it's been aged for 2 years and it is 46, 47, 48. I can't tell. You doing that way doesn't help. And this, why did they print it on the black part? Black on black doesn't work. It looks like 46. We're gonna say 46. But I don't know if I've ever had their bourbon. They've been mostly malt territory for me. So I saw this and I went, meh. And I didn't have to buy a whole bottle of it, which was also nice. And for those of you who are also Four Roses fans, like myself, I saw something adorable. I need a new chair. And I had to purchase it. It was probably $8, probably more than that. But I saw this sitting on the shelf at a Specs, I think that's what it was called. And I had to buy it, because look at this. This little dumpling of joy. Focus, you bitch! Sorry. You will focus. Four Roses, small batch select. Small batch select, 52%. That's pretty awesome. Small batch select is around... It's a good chunk. I just saw a bottle earlier today. I took a picture of it too. I can check. I didn't plan on that, but now I can. I sent the picture to someone to let them know about something. Mysterious. Don't want me to just look at my phone. Oh, I didn't get the prices. Shit. Well, I know the Four Roses bottle, the single barrel, is around 50. I'm fairly certain this thing is close to 60, 70-ish. But it's adorable, and I wanted it, so I got it. Jeffrey Petronello, welcome to this. It was lovely to see you. Sorry I didn't get chat much, but as you could tell, I tend to zip around at incredible speeds and have no idea what's really happening. It's great. But it was nice to talk to you briefly, and I will get back to you about that thing. I still haven't actually done the math. And again, I want to try to make that something I would be down there for, so maybe next year? There are hopes and dreams in my mind. And then there's the stuff I hope I do. The hopes and dreams, they're kind of just pushed aside. But the stuff I hope I might do, and is get to Psalm level 2, which means going back to Wizard Academy and staying there. And then I'd already be going there. So I wouldn't have to add that cost to my whiskey tasting thing. Because really that's it. I would like to say, I will happily say that I will take anyone into the vault who wants to go there. If one, they have to pay me for it, and I haven't even figured out how much that is yet, because I don't know. And a portion will go to the Wizard Academy, so it's not like I just get the money and bring you in there. Wizard Academy needs a heads up for me, and we'll take a percentage or a certain amount. I think it's actually an amount, like $50 or something simple like that. I don't remember. Yeah, I haven't had to think about it. It's a big thing. I really like just being able to be in the vault and pour all the whiskey, honestly. Anything I want for anyone. Come here. Here, try this. Try this. Try this. What's my point? Yeah, I will do a tasting in the vault for anyone who wants to do it, but I feel really awful being like, it's, thousands of dollars to do. Thousands of dollars, because it would be flight, a lot of money, room and board, a lot of money, and then the cheap part is just going in there. Like, no matter how much I decide on, it would be less than those two other things. And I don't want to have to do that to anyone. But that's it. I don't have the money to do that. I'm in the negative right now from going there. I'm in the negative even more, is what I should say, from going to the Bastards Ball, staying at the hotel, which I don't think was Wyndham, and then what? Car rental. Everything costs too much money. Have you noticed that? I've noticed that. I've noticed that a lot. Point is, anyone can do it if they want, if they can afford it. And if you can, well, you probably can just buy a lot of the bottles that are in there already. KillCo from the vault. I hope to do one. The last time I was in there... Actually, I'm not sure about the Wi-Fi situation in there. It is kind of vault-like, so Wi-Fi may be weird. But I could do a recording. If that didn't work, I could just record some stuff in there and be like, look what I can do. But I would like to do a live, because then maybe like, I'll just take the camera on. What should I pick? Tell me. Pick a number between 1 and this, and I'll grab this one. Oh, God. It's going to be crazy. It's a maybe, but again, I have to be down there to do it. And I was in the vault twice, at least twice, when I was down there for the Bastards Ball. And I was pouring whiskey for lots of people. It was fun. I have a lovely time being an entertainer, besides just this, like being mildly weird and hopefully amusing. But just talking whiskey with people and being like, what are your preferences? What do you like to eat? Do you like coffee? Do you like it with cream sugar? Do you like lattes? Just going through the whole, trying to figure out someone's palate and trying to help them have an enjoyable experience in the vault. I don't want to just be like, do you like tire fires? Here, let me grab our big. Although one of the personages who was in there did say they like Lefroy, and that's just like an instant gateway to almost anything. It's like, if you like Lefroy, there's a lot of other things in here like that, and a lot of things that aren't like that. which might be more enjoyable, but who knows? Everyone's palate's different. I can't drink smoky stuff too often, but I'm thinking of doing it tonight. I know, I'm breaking the rules. It's bourbon night. It's fine. Don't tell them. We're starting with bourbon, though. Texas bourbon. And it's going to take me a hot minute to drink this. I need to pour it. No! I haven't even finished my beer. We're in trouble. I'll give you the little 3D show, whatever this is. I think Roy does this. Whoa, there's a noise, isn't it? Go. All of it. Nah. There's probably more in there, but well. That belongs to the devils. Thought I was going to say angels. No. It's the devil's share, not the angel's share. Sorry. It's more fruity than I thought initially. Apple. Apple-like. It was just a whiff. Oh, whoa. There is something distinctly Balcones in there. Balcones. Too many people say it too many different ways. I say Balcones. C-O-N-E-S. C-O-N-C. Balcones. Conis? Conis? C-O-N-E-S? Conis? Cornus? Balcornus. Anyway, people have said it many different ways. Still don't like Lefroy, but that's just me. Mr. Great Shot, good. You don't have to spend money on expensive scotch right now, because... What is that? We had a brief discussion, or at least a moment. It's the Balcones Funk. Yeah. Irene Tan, who was supposed to have an event yesterday, long story, postponed. So hopefully we'll see that in the future. I'm looking forward to all those bottles I saw when I was there. I was there the day before the event. And I looked around at some of the stuff that was ready to go. I went, oh my god. There's a Weller 107 over there for like $50. No touchy. It's for the event. I'm trying to place that funk though. It's making me think of some kind of... It's happened before. I want to say red fruit. That's not right. Purple. Like a plum or a fig or a... maybe fig? Fig Newton-ish? That makes sense. Because it's sweet. But initially it was right there. It's faded a little bit now, but what I was saying was Irene Tan can pretty much pick out a Balcones every single time. So if you ever have a Balcones that doesn't seem like one, let me know. I know a guy who wants to give it to Irene. That's the thing. This isn't a malt. This is a bourbon. It's got to be mostly corn. Top of that tried to run away. Straight bourbon. Pot still. And yet there's still that funk. But as far as the other Balcones products, if that's what you mean, yes, a lot of them are malt. But this one also has that weird, notable funk. Like, as soon as I smelled it, I was like, yes, this is definitely Balcones. And it's making me think of Fig Newton. See, Jeff, that's where it's weird for me, because I know there was one I had once upon a time, and it was definitely a sample of some sort. And I didn't like it. I feel like it was one of their malts, because me and malt... We have issues sometimes, as those of you who have watched my channel long enough know. I get a real weird smell off some malted scotches, and that freaks me out. It's not unbearable, but it's not pleasant. I don't really know. It's got to be some kind of malt funk that just affects me specifically for some reason. Like, I don't get any malt craziness off of Lefroy, clearly, but even can't even see it over there. Glenfiddich 15. Stuff like that. That one's been finished, I know, but still. There's so many other scotches I've had that don't give me that, but there are at least a few that do. And I think that happened with the initial impressions of Balcones. But I've had a number of samples since then that were also Balcones and finished in crazy stuff. One of them was tequila, I think. That was pretty cool. But this one, I'm thinking of chocolate and strawberries and I mean like hard chocolate. Weirdly enough, hard chocolate that's been broken up. No, it's that Easter's chocolate. Those weird Easter candies, how they have that weird... It's like plastic. I don't know how to explain it. They're disgusting things, but... Bleh. As a kid, it's great because it's just sugar. But you eat it and you're going, why? Why am I eating chocolate plastic? Rumble, rumble, rumble. I think that was one that almost got her. If that's what I think it is. Is Rumble or something else? I forget. Balcones did a weird double release, but I forget what it's called. Oh, man. Oh, also, if you do donate, enter for a chance to win these samples, which I didn't even talk about, because I'm really good at this. $5, one entry, the usual. The sample pack is already in front of me, so I already poured it, which is astounding. We have a Maker's Mark 2021 FAE01. It is at 55.3%. We have a sample of Still Austin, the musician. That is their basic bottling, 49.2%. They only started doing cast strength within the past, 4 months. It's good, but I haven't done. I'm getting to it. Weller 107, 53.5%, and the It's Bourbon Night, since they're not around for this night, It's Bourbon Night Ezra Brooks cast strength, Bourbon Meets World at 60%. That is a beast. And I have another one that is similar, but I had to pick one, so I just picked this one. I will show you the bottles too, because that's why I have them out. And I forgot, because I'm really good at that. Anyhow, Maker's Mark. This is from last year. This is not the new one. If you want to give me the new one, go ahead. Fruit forward expression with notes of tobacco and wood. I spoil it. 10 virgin toasted American oak staves. I think this one was very divisive. Some people loved it, some people hate it. Cling clang. So I specifically remember the bunny Zenbu, like the bunny thing. Of like, you chomp its ears off and no one's bothered by it at all. That plasticky, chocolatey, whatever the hell that was. There's a couple others though. I know what you're talking about. I know the jelly beans were something I remember for Easter. I had to celebrate Easter. I don't do that anymore on purpose. It's nice. Easter rolls around. I'm like, bag of candy, mine, done. I don't have to think about anything else. Just to me, it means spring. And those freaking Cadbury mini eggs, man. I'm telling you, make myself sick. I did make myself sick on caramellos once, which explains a lot about my fondness for chocolate and caramel. Thankfully, I didn't make myself so sick. I hate them, but they're really sugary. When I was a kid, I didn't think they were, but now they are. I've gotten old. All right, finish beer, then drink whiskey. Maybe combine? Maybe. We'll see. The night is young. My point to all that was make sure you say at KillCo Whiskey Musings if you enter via the Venmo or the PayPal, because I might show up on my phone, but I'm not really looking at my phone right now, if you haven't noticed. I'm trying not to. Welcome to my channel. How are you? That's great. Let's have another. Wow. Delicious. Ugh. Don't worry. I have pretzels. For mouth cleansing. That's not the right word. Resetting the palate. That sounds much more nice and not weird. No. The chair is misbehaving. You didn't see anything. And of course I'm wearing my Texas Whiskey Trail shirt since I went to Texas Whiskey Stuffs. Blah, blah. I actually wore this on Friday, but only briefly. Or for like an hour or two. Or 3. It's not dirty, is my point. But it's because the Lone Elm guy was at Irene Tan's store. And I got to talk to him. I got to take a picture with him. Well, he took a picture with me. I took a picture with him. Both. Don't know what their picture is, because I haven't gone looking for it yet. Hopefully they have an Instagram. Let's see. I might have put his... Did he give me a business card? Let's not go down the rabbit hole just yet. I'm going to clear my phone. And for those who didn't know, I did get a new phone recently. There's nothing voluptuous on there. There you go. Look at that. Look at those cameras on the back. That's the reason I got it. Lots of cameras. Makes everything look nice. You can tell just by watching my Instagram. You look at Instagram nowadays, and you look at Patreon nowadays. They look a lot better. Hanging easy. How's it hanging? Hopefully it's not too hot where you are, because I assume it is. You go down here. You go down here. We are ready to have a sip of this. Letting it open up. Sure. It's corn heavy. It's got corn sweetness to it, definitely. I wanted to say caramel corn, but because of that weird fruit note, it feels as if it would be some kind of caramel corn with dried cranberries in it. It sounds pretty good, honestly. Maybe some chocolate chips. Oh, why did I think about this? I have a snack pack around here, don't I? That's why. And I know it. It's basically just candy. It's supposed to be an energy mix. I didn't realize till I got home and started eating it. It was basically just chocolate and some nuts. Mostly chocolates. Some honey. Like actual pieces of dried honey. Oh my god, so good. Not completely dried, but made it into a sweet treat. Super sweet. Hurts my teeth. I haven't had a sip of this yet. Cheers, everyone. I need... Ooh, hello. First hard alcohol of the day, by the way. I feel fine. Ooh. The finish was nice. I got distracted, obviously. I had a nice progression. I was surprising. I was expecting it to be kind of weird. I need this to not be here. It's bright. There we go. Oh, I can see how many people are here. That's what. Yeah, I should do that. That's pretty good, but it's a little weird for me up front. You have a little more water. Water! And yes, I'm still famous with drinking my Evian water. Evian! Hang it, is he 101? I'm gonna guess that's Fahrenheit. Because if it's not, you're all dead. But yes, that is an uncomfortable type of warmth. You know how I know? Because you suffer when you're outside. That's bad. I mean, I'd like to think people know that. But then I know people live in temperatures like that all the time. Like, oh, it's kind of hot today. It's 101. It's like, you could die just by being outside. That's my problem when I go down south. It's like, I am going to die because I'm outside. I definitely felt that way in the Bastard's Ball. That was hot. That was unbelievably hot. Thankfully, they had a very large room that was air conditioned, so I dove in there every once in a while. Jesus. Scotch down under. Yeah, I heard he did something crazy recently. I didn't stop in because... Oh, hi, Papa KillCo. Dad, hello. Welcome to this chaos, as you know. Papa KillCo just got a new look recently. I will tell them, Dad. I've said it before. And he's made it public on the Facebook official. But my father is currently fighting off the cancer. And as some of us know, the side effects include hair coming out. So my dad has gone full Picard / Benjamin Sisko recently. He's going to love it. He's going to love it every second of it. Because you kind of have to. You have to be like, yeah. It's good stuff. But he also has plenty of hats. Don't you? So far, so good, though. The chemo was pretty rough initially, I hear. I wasn't there for that one, but... Well, unpleasant, to say the very least. Which is why Mama and Papa KillCo could not attend the Bastard's Ball. I know my mother's fans are very disappointed. Next year. Hopefully. Which, if you're curious, I would say you should keep October 7th open. And also be a patron of the Whiskey Tribe. You have to do that as well. because it's all through there. Bourbon's bourbon, epic mustache detected. Hello, welcome. I hope you are. Would you like to be unfancied? I hope you are, because I know suits and ties or stuff are nice, but you're also like, why? I'll have some more. I gotta get fancy again soon. Look at this stash. The stash means I have to dress fancy. I just can't afford it. Actually, I have a nice suit, but I have to get it washed. Officially washed. I don't know. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not even gonna think about it. And I can wear that at some point. But suits are weird. They're nice. Like the ones I have are nice. They're expensive. So I should clean them and wear them occasionally. If they still fit. Which they might not. The penguin suit. You looked snazzy. Gotta look snazzy. It was a wedding, correct? Weddings are fun if they have whiskey. Although you did mention your whiskey experience on one of these streams, I think. Unfortunately, you had something though. You had a substitute of your own, which is good. Oops, let's grab the wrong one. Try this again. That's what I mean now. Yeah. Oh, it's nice. It's spicy. Spicier than before. What the hell? Like nutmeg. And a little cinnamon. Richie Z, hello! Lovely to see you, sir. Welcome to this waffle for the samples, which are here. So far, if you enter, I know who's going to win. Someone has to enter. Maybe. And if not, oh well. That means I can use these again next time. This is a very sudden stream. I will attempt, and I'm not going to make a promise, I'm going to attempt, is all I can say, to do a few streams before the end of the year that involve a bottle giveaway or some kind of big giveaway. I would like to do that. But it sounds exhausting. But we'll see. Another thing is just do a GoFundMe of some sort for things. Because is there something else I'm thinking about? Not for the raffle. But there are things I would like to do with raffles, with giveaways, all that kind of stuff. To better not only myself a little bit, but someone else. There's a couple things going on, of course. But I heard some news recently. I'm not going to officially publicize it because I can't. But a friend of mine's pet needs surgery. And, of course, it is a lot of money. Don't know how much. A lot. And I don't know what's going to happen yet with that. But that is, floating around in the back of my mind. Should she post a GoFundMe? And she said she might. I'll let you know more if that comes around. I mean, oof. We'll see. It was heavy news to find out earlier, unfortunately, along with other things. A few. One good thing, however, is that I will be going back to Kentucky soon, the end of this month. Ugh. Bourbon, not really. Just that it's probably being pushed back to October. That's all I know. Thus far. Ugh. Irene will official it sometime, so just keep an eye on her Instagram. That's usually what I do. But also, I think you can text her. I don't remember if she gave you her number. She's usually pretty good about that with people who are really want more whiskey. She has a few bottles. I got a Lone Elm pick, which is why I was there on Friday, and the charity event, which was supposed to happen on Saturday, has been postponed for silly reasons, I think. Hopefully things should be good by October. Fingers crossed. More whiskey? Well, sure. Again, bourbon. Well, take it from me. Take it from her. Because, again, that's still... Whatever she's going to say is temporary. Until things are resolved. Because this happened... It was happened Saturday. The day of the event, mind you. Where it was like, no, you can't do your event. The state doesn't want you to. That's how bad it was. And you can't can't get in touch with anyone official state-wise until Monday. So that was pretty screwed up. Like, what? I don't want to go into it because it's not. While I was supposed to be pouring for the event, it's just like a whole out of my hands thing. Even with Irene, she's just kind of like screwed is the word. I'm just screwed for the moment. But again, postponed. So it'll be good. 22nd. Yeah, I have no idea. But October. Whoa. What the hell? Oh, someone did the thing. Mark? I mean, Mr. Great Shot. Thank you, sir. You have to say it in chat, though, or else I can't officiate it. Unless you're just throwing that at me for fun, but I assume you're trying to get in the entries. Entrees. God damn it thing. Let me know. Because that would be 4 entries. Oh, damn. Hey, there you go. I like to see that. That's what I was hoping something like that would happen. That's the wrong thing. Thanks, sir. Blah. There we go. That's 1. That's 2. And then Richie Z. And they're just going, what? Now is a heated who will win. The world will never know. I mean, of course they will. I'm going to show you. Thank you, Mr. Great Shot. Appreciate that. I love when that happens. Bourbon doesn't have much whiskey at all. I can just hand deliver it to him. I've been wanting to go to New York for something. I don't know what yet, and I've been doing too much travel. So a big maybe in my head, and that's if my car doesn't fall apart, because he's an old beast. But maybe take the train somewhere. That'd be a good idea. I know you can get to New York from somewhere not too far from where I am. I don't remember where. I get to deal with that uncomfortable situation. Yay. Oh, actually, New York just makes me uncomfortable when I think about it. Why do I want to go there? Restaurants? Bars? The nightlife? No, definitely not the nightlife. Restaurants and bars. And I'm thinking if I wanted to do that, if it would be in December so I could see that silly ass tree that goes up every year. And take pictures of it. It's like, fucking tree. Woo. Mama KillCo's here from Connecticut. I'm actually going to be seeing Pop KillCo tomorrow for lunch. Before I go to the circuit, as I've been calling it. Because I don't want to call it circuit training. And I don't want to call it the name of the place, because the name of the place is called Element. So I can't say I'm going to Element. You don't know what that means. But I will be going to Circuit, which is circuit training for short. Tomorrow as well. Tomorrow and Tuesday. Let me remind you that I'm going to lose my mind more than usual over the next couple weeks. Because this week I decided to make up for the 6 days I was not exercising. There is something. I don't know how to describe that. Other than almost like a Fig Newton. But there's something distinctly Balcones. Balcones? I like saying Balcones for some reason. There is something distinct in there. But in this case, it's good. It doesn't make me think bourbon. Only because of that. Like the smell, yeah, pretty bourbon-like. But there's that one little Balcones note, which I swear they have to be looking for. They have to be like, is it there? Is it? Okay, put it in. That is ours. Sheesh. Well, you're probably going to have a hard time trying to do ats with your phone, but I don't know if they work anyway. I still don't know why that's a thing. Maybe it's not anymore. I have no idea. Point is, I'm tired. Point is, I'm going to be crazy this month. Because, again, for Monday, I will be circuit training. Tuesday, circuit training. Wednesday, Thursday, spin. Friday, circuit training again. Why? Monday, Tuesday of the next week, circuit training. I have lost it. My body is going to fall apart. Never have enough samples. Plus, again, hand delivery is an option for bourbon. Which is, yeah, I wish I could hand deliver to you. I'd be like, hey, here you go. Enjoy. Probably wouldn't do that last part, but I don't know. I get nervous. I get nervous meeting people. That's why the last week or two was insane. Blech. You got some more beer before it gets warm, because warm beer is kind of bad. I think the only problem that I have with bourbon, he might have all of these already. He might. The only one that he might not have is the Bourbonite Note one. The Ezra Brooks. Weller 107, might have it. Still Austin, might have it. Maker's Mark 2021 FAE01, might have it. He's got a lot of whiskey. But again, hand delivery. Real hand delivery. Unlike the more difficult hand delivery that I'm thinking of. Yeah. Time feels so slow tonight, which is kind of nice, honestly. I feel like I've been rushing around too much the past week or so. For those of you who are not following along, I went to the Baptist Ball last weekend. It was exhausting, but I had a good time. And I arrived back home on technically Wednesday. I landed on Tuesday, and by the time I was driving back home, it was almost midnight. And I think I finally arrived home after midnight. It was fun. Like I said, good times. So I had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Well, no, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I was going to recuperate. And then Friday, I was going to go up to Irene's store and go to the sample thing for the Lone Elm, which is back there. And then I'd stay over the next day and do the charity event, but that didn't happen. So I got Saturday to relax a little bit, which was kind of nice. I don't remember what I did, which is good. That means I probably didn't do much of anything. I think I ate food, which I'm supposed to do every day, so I'm told. Played some video games. Putzed around on YouTube, because I do that, like most. I woke up this morning. I think I had a whiskey last night. Just one. Less than this, probably. Like, this is a lot more than what I had last night. This is enjoyable. Still not making me think distinctly bourbon. I wonder why. Other than there's a blatantly obvious thing to it. Waco, Texas. One thing, I assume with this bottling at least, this had to be a pain in the ass. Because I read on the side here. Sun Liquor, bottled by Sun Liquor, S-U-N. MFG Co. Seattle, Washington. So their whiskey had to get to Seattle, Washington somehow to get put in little bottles like this. I don't know if the bigger bottles are the same. If so, that would suck. That'd be a lot of transportation that could go horribly wrong. Still Austin, but not the others. There you go. I would recommend going there for their cask drinks, Mr. Great Shot. They do have one now. And, you know, like my surprise when I was on this trip, I hadn't really picked that much whiskey. I didn't really spend a lot of money. I spent more money than I had, let's be honest. I do that all the time when I travel. It's a bad idea. It happens every year. What's my point? Bottles. Still Austin has a cask strength now that they started making officially a couple weeks ago. No, months. Sorry, a couple months ago, I believe. Probably longer than that, honestly. Anyway, the point is they have it there now if you want to try it. It's good. I haven't officially opened my bottle, but I did get a new one, which I wanted to share it. Part of me wanted to share some stuff, but I haven't opened it. And that sucks. That's a weird feeling to have. It's like I have this new bottle and I know it's good. I have to make a whole video about it first. However, I have a plan. I have a plan. It's not a good plan. It's not a good plan. It is a bad plan. Let's be clear. But every year, I have done some kind of hack and slash advent calendar thing for whiskey. Last year was Flaviar. That was actually a lot of fun, but that's still like 200 something odd dollars, at least. Good, interesting. Did any of them make me go, oh my god, wow? No, but some did surprise me. So I was, no, if you want to do the Flaviar thing, go ahead. It was good last year. I consider doing it again this year, except for the $200. Speak of the devil. Hello. What was that? I don't know why I said speak of the devil. It's supposed to be rabbit. Boom! That thing is tricky now, for the record. You can knock it over. So if you want to throw money at me to try and knock it over, I won't stop you. What was that? 22-22. 4 entries for Mr. Greatshot. Well then. Now it's just a war of who's the nicer person. That's a terrible thing to say. Who wants to share the most? Right now, Zenbu's ahead by donating 4 to Mr. Greatshot. It's hilarious. If that starts happening on my channel, I will be so happy. Like, everyone comes in here and they're not trying to actually get the whiskey or the samples for themselves. They're just like, give it to this guy. Here's a bunch for this guy. Here's some more for this guy. It's happened. I know last time I did one of these, it was 4-leaf, if they're still here, that got the samples. Possibly, but anyway, they got. I mean, it's hard to not give someone Irish whiskey when you know they like Irish whiskey. So let's just say that she got a little bonus, little bit of starting new channel bonus from me. Maybe not. I could be making this up. They aren't here to defend themselves. Oh yeah. Why? I haven't. You haven't opened the yes, the cast strength is good, and the bottle and bond is also good. But it's weird because what I didn't realize, it's a malt. It's a bottle and bond malt. I want to find it. I don't know where I put it though. Oh, I gotta find it now. Jeez. If I were me, which I am, where would I put it? Is this a Penelope? No, it's a smoke record. It's very loud. I'm sorry. It's loud. I know. I hear it too. That is the still Austin. That. No. This one? Still Austin. This one. This is the Penelope, isn't it? Yes, it is. Son of a bitch. You can tell I did this earlier today. Eagle Rare. Cool. What? This is like a memory game, and I'm not good at that. You know, I picked that up, and I know it's the wrong side. Why did I do that? That's definitely not. Did I make it as far away as possible? I fucking did. I knew it. Anyway, there we go. Andalusia Whiskey Co. Straight. Why? It's like I need to use 2 hands every time. There we go. Andalusia Whiskey Co. Straight single malt whiskey bottled and bond. I don't know if I'm aware of any single malt bottled and bond malt whiskeys in America. I'm sure there probably is. Let me just put it back as far away as possible, just in case I want to look at it again. Oh. Point is, Mr. Greatshot, open it. Whenever you want. I mean, it's your thing. I, of course, have to wait because... Oh, and Zenbood. That showed up as 2222 on my side. I have no idea how much it actually was. I'm going to assume a little more than that, but I don't feel like trying to suck right now. It is a nice label. It's very Texas, old schooly-ish, old-timey-ish. I want to make stuff like that. I should ask Ty. I could just like message Ty somehow or email him or something. I'm sure I can get in touch with him if I wanted. But ask him who designs his labels because it's sweet. Put that on a shirt. Saying just KillCo Whiskey Musings? Oh, yes. Someday. Hell, I'm a graphic designer. I just don't know if I could pull that off. Although, I am aware that I could likely find a font that's similar and then just mess around with that. There are options. It's not so much the ideas, it's the accountability for fulfilling those ideas. I've wanted to do something like that for a while. I just don't. And if you've noticed, with the channel, I now have my skeleton face guy. Because, you know, KillCo, gotta relate it to the mortality that we all live with. Is the fact that we can be killed at any moment. Let's not think about that. It's a good way to remember the channel, though, with the skull. Gotta try to ball, but definitely will be open up soon. Yay. I still didn't get to see enough places, and I really should have. Same thing happened last year, the distilleries. I've only visited maybe 4 tables out of the 12, I believe, that were there. I didn't even visit the Balcones one, and Emma was there. I think I had one simple something from her. On the run. Because I don't know what it is about the ball, but I feel like I have to be everywhere at once, and I try to be. And it doesn't work well for me. I had so many steps on my watch that day. I think it was over 17,000. Which is insane for me. I barely can do 5,000 a day. Where am I at right now? Let's find out how active I've been. Oh, look, I haven't. Less than 2,000 steps today. Mega chat here. Thank you, Richie Z. That's where it is if you want to see the bunny. He likes to dance, and he's very happy when you donate to the channel / buy a raffle ticket. It's not a donation. It's not tax deductible. I can't use that word. You bought me a drink. Yeah, that's the thing. Possibly a Starbucks. But that gives us 3 different people in the running, which is good. So now the odds are in the favor, technically, of Mr. Great Shot. My goodness. My goodness. I guess this is one reason I like doing the raffles like this. It's slow enough so I'm not freaking out. As much as I'd like to have people sending me money very quickly, it's so much easier just to have a couple people donate. And it's like, all right, and I just have to randomize it and then do the thing. One of the wildest things. I'm sorry, you're stuck inside my brain now. You can only leave if you want to. Unlike me. But getting this phone is so weird. Hey, Google. Say hi to the people.
I'd love to talk to you. How's your day going?
Pretty good. I hope you're well.
Thanks for sharing. You know what always makes me feel better, on good or bad days?
What?
Music. It makes the good days great and the bad days a little better. If you want, I can sing you a song, or if you're in the mood for something specific you can say something like, play uplifting music.
She didn't ask me. She didn't wait for me to respond. I was scared. It's alive now. My cell phone has a mind of its own, and I can talk to it and ask it questions. I'm going to be very interested in seeing if I can make it roll. I'm going to talk to it. Just listening. Oh, Richie Z, thank you for posting all of those. You have options. As you can see, I should actually just have PayPal and Venmo open on the screen. Now I have to look at my phone, but I don't know if it updates as quickly. I don't want to show you all the thousands of dollars I have. Oh, if only. Do it. The fun part with my cell phone is that I got it right before I went on my trip. That is a very fast way to learn how to use your cell phone. It's a little longer. It's not a good idea, I'll say that. Alright, I saw that. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. My phone did its thing, though. Hold on. Yeah. Alright, that's that. Mr. Great Shot was in for 4. And got 4 in return. See how that works. What else just happened? I know... Ah. Magic. Oh, wait a minute. I'm just looking at my phone because it's fun. Okay. Good. Everything's up to date. Sorry. Trying to host a live show here. It's not easy. Mr. Great Shot, the best part is she wasn't wrong. Music is great for cheering up your day, or just, if you feel like shit, cheering yourself up a little bit. It's one of the things I need to use more of, but I get really distracted. Believe it or not, if you haven't been watching me for a while, this may be a shock. I get distracted very easily. It happens all the time. And then I talk to myself, which is what, don't worry about it. They're not, okay? What's my point? I had a point. Now it's gone. Okay, I'll leave it at that. I can hear the crickets. It's beautiful. My point is, I'm very easily distracted. We're having a time of it. But my other phone didn't do that, for the record. I found out my phone, well, it's still here. This phone is much older than the one I had. Ow. This is what I had before. It's very heavy. Same guys, Samsung, because I guess they did their job. Samsung made me think that they make good phones. Do they? I hope so. That one's nice. Oh man, all the music. Zen dude, I'm jealous. Where was my invite? No, I wasn't going anywhere. It's Sunday. Screw that. What I need to do, and some of you won't care about this, but I do, singing. I haven't been singing. And I don't know why. Probably because I'm out of practice, but also I've always been self-conscious about noise. Because me living here, I know that crazy lady next door and the young couple over there, I can hear them fairly well. Meaning they can hear me fairly well, but I'm pretty quiet. You would not know I'm here unless I play music. Or sing. Because this room's kind of fun for singing, believe it or not. So get ready for some songs later once you've had another drink. Okay? Okay. I know you, I walked with you once upon a dream. I don't know where that came from, but now it's in there. Cool. I like that song. That's a nice song. Once again, samples. If you'd like to see them, here's one of them. I could be picking up the same bottle every time. I'm not. Look at that. Ooh, yeah. I know, it looks delicious. Oh, there's another one. Wow. There's 4 of them. Wow. They all look the same. I think one's a little darker. No, Mike Franklin, thank you. God. I blinked. Also, I'm very distractible. Let's see. Words. Urine for 2. Excellent. Hanging AZ gets 2 as well. I like this. Everyone gets a chance. If you're here. I definitely won't... Like, whoever wins, wins. Even if you're not here. I think most channels do that. But if you want me to stick around, that's no guarantee. Not with me, anyhow. Hang. Did I do that right? Yeah, hang in, not hanging. Bam. Now this is a lineup. The odds are, they've gone off the scale. I don't do well with math. But it looks like I can't do math. Anyhow, there are at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in this one. So 5 is now 100. So this is a number. A percentage. 100. I don't like math. I don't listen to enough music. That's my problem. And when I do, it's Spotify, and Spotify can piss me off. And that's what I was talking about. Getting distracted by the music while I'm trying to do other stuff. Because if it's a song I don't know or don't like, I will immediately be like, no. Bad. Me don't like. No likey. Because now you have to like everything, including this video. Thank you. Don't forget, because I always do. I drank all my beer, so that's good. And this is done. Nice. But I have this. Remember how I said I go to the Element place? That's their little logo. That's the wrong way. That's their little logo. So, you know, if you're around, we can work out. Feel better already. Yes. YouTube overlords demand your thumbs. Or, what have I been saying recently? Feed the algorithm gods with your thumbs. There you go. Doesn't quite work with overlords, so gods. The gods of the algorithm. They exist in a space beyond space, a time beyond time. They are never seen nor understood, but always are there. The algorithm. Coming to theaters December 2022. Yo. Hey, Whiskey Mountain. Hey! Oh. Welcome. I've lost my mind. Again. But it's around. Probably in this room. It's a big room, though. Oh, yeah, subscribe. Yeah, do that. Notification. Oh, very important. Uh-oh. Hey, Morgan, what happened? Glad you're here. And yes, the bell. As much as everyone says that. Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that bell. I mean, hit the bell because if I am so goddamn random now, alright? I used to have a schedule. I used to make videos every week. And then I realized that was driving me crazy and I couldn't deal. I was fixated in not a good way. Not a healthy way. Mr. Great Shot, it's great. I mean, you do a lot of shit anyway. I've seen you. You've been outside more than once. Unlike me, who is a hermit, and I live in a dark room, and no one ever comes in, except me. I try to be a responsible drinker, James, as much as I can be. If I have a fatty liver issue, among other things. I did that too much when I was younger. I was using alcohol to self-medicate, and I'd rather not do that, because I was bad. A lot of bad things happened when I drank. Nothing that I was hurt horribly. I did break my pinky. I broke right here, actually. I was drunk and I punched the garage door really hard. I fractured my hand. It's there. Little thing. Nothing major. Like a hairline fracture. But I was like that for a while. It sucked. Don't tell anyone that story. I was really messed up. I was very inebriated. Remember it, but I was very inebriated. Whiskey Mountains, everyone is being so nice. It's a little weird. In a good way. Like good weird. Because I would love, as I said earlier, I would love this channel to be a place where if there's a raffle or a giveaway, everyone's like, here is my raffle tickets for so-and-so. Here's my raffle tickets for so-and-so. Because if that started being a thing here, that'd be crazy. And I'd love it. I'd love it too. It would be so hard to keep track. I'm thinking about it a little harder. It's like whoever donated, I'd have to check and see who they donated to, and then make sure that that person that got donated was okay with the donation. Oh, my brain hurts even more now. But so far, so good. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 1, 2, 5. Yes, I can count 5 people in the entry so far. They're doing great. They're on the screen and waiting. And Google, the mistress known as Google, is going to hear me speak and then roll a number. I think. If it works properly. I'm still creeped out by it listening to me all the time. But it's a good thing. How long? What time is it? Okay. We just hit the 1 hour mark. I was like, oh God. But again, it's Bourbon night. Not going live tonight because they are doing a lot of other things. A lot. Like they were go almost the entire time I saw them when we got the Bastards Ball, and what else? Bastards Ball. They had their own meetup the day after the Bastards Ball, and that was fun. That was much more chill, but I only had one drink in that bar, I think. But the bartender was very busy with everyone's drink, so it's understandable. guess whiskey mountains. I still haven't started using that thing, by the way. I'm still doing the old method. My method is insane, but it works. If you want to join my Patreon, by the way, I do a raffle. I think it's quarterly for patrons to get samples. So there is a way to almost guarantee getting samples. Unfortunately, the more people who join my Patreon, the less likely the patrons are able to get them. But you do get more entries if you're a higher tier and all that craziness. Because that's how it works. You get more when you pay more, in theory. It doesn't quite go for whiskey, though. No, Brubaker, you were hanging out with those crazy sons of guns in Kentucky? There's a lot going on in Kentucky right now. There's a bourbon fest of some sort. And, well, I think that's it. That's the only thing I know about. Oh, and a bunch of people are there. Like, I saw Rare Bird 101's going there. It's Bourbon Night is there. And what else? Peggy No, and I think, the guy's name? I forget. He wrote the book I like the whiskey from. What the hell is his name? Dave Goldblum. That's not it. He has the thing. Scarfy thing. But it's not called that. It's called something that if I remembered the name, I would then remember his name. Fred Minnick. There we go. Ha. Found it. He was there, I believe. A bunch of other people. Vegas, the Bastards Ball. Is there a Bourbon Whiskey Festival or something this weekend? In Kentucky, there's something. I forget what, but my feed has been constant bourbon stuff at this big-ass event. It made me go, oh, that would be a fun event to go to for someone else, because that's a lot. I mean, I went to the Bastards Ball, and it was pretty intense for me with all the people, but this is much more people than that. Yeah. What? State funeral? Why? Who died? Just kidding. I think I know. There's a lot going on over there. It's a bit weird. I had to, like, I was going to Texas when all that happened. Let's talk about England. Why not? And it was the weirdest thought for me in, like, my head. When I heard about it, I was like, the Queen is dead. And my brain was like, holy shit, the Queen is dead. That never happens in real life. Do you realize that? That hasn't happened in a very long time. There are other monarchs, I believe, in other countries, but they're not as prominent, let's say, as the Queen of England. So it felt really weird in my head to think the Queen is dead. It's said like that. It's said in this kind of dramatic tone. Bonkers. Rip to the Queen. Here's the thing. Having depression, as I do, you know, part of my head, part of my brain was like, the Queen died to be with her husband. And that's a terrible thought, but a nice thought, I think. In my head, it's like, oh. Oh, God. Yeah, I can only imagine what it's like over there. Like, I mean, in Europe in general, I can only imagine. It's sort of like, well, terrible example because very different situations, but not sure if this is a good comparison, but JFK. I can imagine that what's going on over there is like what happened sort of when JFK was assassinated. And he was assassinated, and he was a young man, and it was terrible. And the nation mourned. Like, hard, as I understand it. I wasn't there. So, unlike the assassination thing, the Queen had been around for a long time, and no one was especially surprised. Again, for me, in my heart, in my head, whatever you want to think about it as, once her husband died, I knew that was kind of the end of it. She was not going to be around much longer, which breaks my heart. I have all these heart feelings about it. Ooh. Not that I know the monarchy at all, and they've never met me, so I'm not worried about it too much. But as far as this fun scenario that went on my mind when I heard about it, yeah, a little sad. Cheers to the Queen. May she have the life she always wanted. You can't be knighted anymore for the time being, can you? Oh, weird. You can't be called sir. Did I mention I'm very easily distracted? I think I did. However, the raffle continues. You have until 8:45, possibly 50. Try to stick to 50. Oh, this is good. This was really rough at first. Again, alcohol. But I'm enjoying this. It does have a very... It's got a coffee brownie-ish note. Oh, that sounds really good. Brownies that have like coffee infusion. Why did I think of that? Now I want one, and I'm not quite sure if they exist. They have to. They would taste like this a little bit. I'm having wild ideas tonight. Now I'm only thinking about brownies that were made and someone used coffee grounds in it as an ingredient. What would that be like? Someone Google? No. Hey, Google. Not gonna say it. But now I'm thinking about it. Because of the drink. It gives me a coffee brownie vibe, and it's delightful. You know what I'm going to do soon? I'm going to get a brownie. Not tonight, but I know a place that might have some good brownies. Right? It is. Oh, James Morgan, of course. There's going to be politics and outrage and protests. Of course there is. It's a historical event in the English history. It doesn't happen every day, you know? It's a weird one. Like, to me, it was like I heard the Queen was dead. I went, oh, man, that's okay. I'm not surprised, but that was my thought. It was, and of course, the thought about her being with her husband, consort, whatever it was. And, her dying not long after that. Then, of course, it was, I'm an American. I didn't think I'm American, but it was like, the feeling of, that's historic news somewhere else. And not a huge surprise. Like, I kind of thought that was going to happen eventually. Unfortunately. But the effect it would have is the part that I was just like, it's, well, again, I'm in America. What's going on in the rest of the world? I can't tell. Nope, don't know. Just here. It's pretty bad. Exactly. I'm not saying don't complain. I'm saying it's exhausting. I don't even do it. Just hearing about it, it's like, oh. I mean, I have some pretty strong beliefs. What happens with the monarchy in England is not a big one. I do feel like it's a figure thing. Like it's not a. Unless you want to be a monarchy, but I'm pretty sure that that's not a thing anymore. I mean, it's one of those things that is hotly debated. We'll see. Monarchy and dictator can switch real quick, as I understand it. But I failed a lot of classes, so maybe don't listen to me. Or do. I mean, it's up to you. I am just someone on the internet. Don't forget that. Mocha brownies, yep. It's in my head now. I can't get it out. Oh, it would be so good. I know it's been done. Hell, there's been... so I always get... Why do I bring up Starbucks? You drink a lot of Starbucks. Not as much as I used to, for the record. It's right there. It's like 5 minutes away. Actually, hold on. Which direction is it? That way. I think. Yes, that way. Oh my god, ice cream. Stop. I do have ice cream, though. It's not chocolate or anything. It's like Ben and Jerry's. I think I can't remember if it's a strawberry cheesecake one or what's the other one? Named after some groovy dudes. Don't remember. It was good though. If that's the one I ate. Not the other one. Now I want ice cream. What have you done? I had pizza earlier. It was good. I'm gonna eat the rest later. As in right now. I will also say, if you're gonna be up late, there may be a stream for me later on, gaming stream, but don't count on it because there's all likelihood that I'll be too tired, and Greg, who will probably be on, if so, will also be too tired to bother. Just like play some games and fall asleep. Okay. I'm doing a lot of that. Well, not enough, honestly. Having a YouTube channel is weird. Did you know that? It's weird. But it's good weird. Just takes a lot more effort than people realize. Because people don't think of YouTube much. And videos are long. Like editing. I have in my head the idea to edit something before I leave for Kentucky. That is over, well, it's less than 2 weeks away, actually. So there's this week, which is going to be insane, and then there's next week, which is halfway through. I'm going to Kentucky. Is that true? I think it is, which is absolutely terrifying. No, stop. It's the 18th. When did that happen? Yeah, in less than 2 weeks. On the 29th, I'll be taking off to go to Kentucky from September to October, which also feels weird, for the record. Going to Kentucky and being there for a month switch, September to October. It's gonna be weird. No, I don't think I've ever done that. Like traveled at the end of a month and the beginning of another. It's bad enough when I go an hour away and get that one shift. Without that, it's like, what day is it? Sorry, what month is it? Where am I actually? That's the other problem. I'll be moving twice. I will get there, land in the Louisville airport, which I've never been to. Drive from there to Frankfurt? Louisville? Is it Frankfurt? I don't know how to check. Anyway, I'll be driving there to somewhere else to stay a couple nights in that location, and then I'll be driving there back to stay just north of Louisville. I will be in a different state. What is just north of Kentucky? And does it begin with an M? God damn it. Oh my God, Richie, you don't tell me that. Sorry, I'm reading chat. Monarchies are monarchies. They exist. But yes, Richie, I get caramel macchiato is my favorite at Starbucks. Whole milk because because why not? It's pretty much the only milk I drink actually. I don't even like getting cereal and putting actual milk in it anymore. I do what is it? It's not almond milk, is it? I forget. It might be. I feel like it is. It's been a minute. I haven't bothered actually lately. I used to put almond milk in my oatmeal. That felt weird. No, it was oat milk. That's why. I knew I was wrong. I was using oat milk for my cereal because I'm lazy and I eat cereal. And then I realized I was putting my oat milk on my oatmeal and then mixing it together. It was like, I'm like just mixing it. I'm mixing it with itself in some odd, weird way. Okay, I'm fucking not thinking about it. Yes, Whiskey Mountain. Yes. Where I'm going to, isn't Indiana? I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. Indiana. There we go. I'm staying in Indiana. Thank you, Brubaker. It helps that you live down there. Over there. Down there? Over yonder. Hopefully we'll meet up there. Actually, no, we will. We got plans. I'm going to meet the Brubaker maker at somewhere fancy. I think. It was recommended and I had to make a reservation. That's all I know. But I've made many reservations this time. So if you're a patron of mine, and if I can deal with Patreon being difficult, then I hope to make it a little more fun. I do know that I didn't really post a lot on Instagram while I was on my trip. It was mostly food, actually. I did post a lot of food pics because food is good. And easy to photograph when it's right in front of you. But I kind of like being an explorer of different places in that way. We're go to a restaurant or cafe and just be like, what's the vibe here, man? Am I grooving? Am I jiving? Yeah. Is it good? Not so much a reviewer as I just like trying to experience new things. How's that? I'm trying to figure out. Oh, cannibalism. Yes, exactly. That's why it felt so weird. I'm gonna check. But it's probably Indiana. And I don't think I've ever been to Indiana. So there's that. Whoa. I would love to meet up with Greg. Greg lives in Missouri. But that would be a very, very long drive in his case. 4 hours at least. I think I checked last time when I was talking to him. Yeah, because Louisville and St. Louis aren't technically that far apart. Much shorter than driving from Missouri to Rhode Island, at the very least. Still a long drive. 4 hours is a long time. But, where's the hotel I'm staying in? There we go. Is that it? Yes, it is. Two-star hotel, living it up. And it is in Jefferson, Indiana. That'll also be weird. Literally going to Kentucky and I'm staying in a different state to get there. Whoa. Never done that either. So we're doing a lot of firsts for this trip. Whoa. Sorry, I could have shown that on the screen, but I didn't. I was just looking at the map myself. Because it's hard to find other states. Let's be real. So it is Indiana. But I plan to do more for that trip than I did for this last one because this last trip was crazy. I was not moving almost the whole time I was there. It was like showering and sleeping. And I think I was on the computer very briefly for the stream I did from there. But that's about it. I tried to do a couple of Instagram things, like live Instagram things. Just because I couldn't do anything at the Bastards Ball. They'd be like, it's not working. Thanks, bye. That was the gist of it. Yep. Officially. And maybe it's just the corn. I don't know what the percentage is. But it's really sweet, and then it gets dry at the finish. In a good way. Again, not like, what? But fades. It's a long finish, too. But it is making me think of if I was drinking black coffee and eating Fig Newtons. I don't know why. Jet lag. Woo! I don't like jet lag. I haven't had to deal with it, thankfully. Maybe if I ever go to where Whiskey Mountains is, which I definitely remember. Utah? Yeah. Maybe when I visit Utah, which I think that's correct. I hope to do that. I would love to see those mountains. I'd be very difficult to drag around places because Utah, I don't know what's over there, honestly, other than mountains and a specific bookstore that I know of because of TikTok. Yes, Mr. Great Shot, it was, even in the shade. I can only wonder. I was like, oh. Thankfully, I don't sweat very easily. I don't sweat very much, like very hard. I have to work out extremely, like a lot, to actually start sweating noticeably. But yeah, that was rough. I'm glad I put my deodorant that day. Yeesh. And I may do another one. Like I can celebrate. Well, I hope to do stuff from Kentucky, like I said. I don't know what, but I will try to do more Patreon stuff specifically. And of course, Instagram. And of course, here, hopefully. Doing stuff from there is fun. God, the pastures. Oh, it was so hot. It wasn't so bad that it was like unbearable, but it was bad. If it had been any hotter, I would have been done. I would have just stayed inside. But again, I got a lot of steps in that day. Thanks, Fitbit. Again, it's really 17,000 steps in one day, which is not at all my norm. I am a sedentary creature, much like a turtle. I do not move around much if I don't have to. If I try to. Oh. Message from someone I was hoping I would get a message from. Nothing major, but... I'll see you at 12. No. A friend of mine, who I had mentioned earlier with her situation. Don't know much about that yet. We'll see. One thing about that. Sad. I am hoping to have another pour before this is done, but this is taking me a minute because I don't drink this fast. Like, I don't drink whiskey fast. This will last me 3 hours at least. Mr. Great Child, try to. I've had the thought lingering in my head to get one of those like handheld stabilized things for cameras on your phone. Will feel ridiculous, but with the new phone upgrade, the hope is that it will look pretty good. And I cannot afford to get some kind of crazy high duty lens thing. I can, I was lucky I got a ring light, man. That was $50. At least. Whiskey Mountains, goodbye. Till next time. There is something about a green bay and a game. Do they play on the water? This is strange. I kind of know what she's talking about. Some kind of sport has began recently. Whiskey Mountains, if you want to send it, cool. I won't stop you. But yeah, something, so I can just hold it. Like if I had to do it's like a vlogging thing. But I haven't bothered to get one yet. But a stabilized one would be good if I wanted to do anything, which I'm up in the air about. There we go. Yes, best of luck to a sport thing. Yeah, I don't want to call it a selfie stick because that will make me not get one. I want something a little more... Like, that's why I want it stabilized. So I don't, because believe it or not, when you're walking around with your cell phone like this, it's not stabilized. Everything's bouncing all over the freaking place. So if I had something I could hold lazily, by the way, I wouldn't want to be like doing this the whole time. My arm would get tired. If I could hold it at my hip and have it be stabilized if I wanted, yeah. Football. Is that where they kick the ball into the net? That's the one they use their feet to hit the ball. That's the one, yes? Because otherwise it wouldn't make any sense at all. But I think that's the one. Mama KillCo, bye. Good night. Sweet dreams. I will see you when you get back. Safe travels. I'll do it now. So you will have the text or message. I don't know how I'm going to portray that. I got an idea. I got some idea. Also, my brother is traveling around as well, since his new job involves travel. He gets to travel with a bunch of people and show them around and be like, this is a place where I've never been before, but it looks great. Have fun. I think that's the gist of it. As far as I understand travel, that's what it is. Someone just takes you there and is like, look at these things that are here. Aren't they beautiful? Enjoy. Go look at the things. Ah, yes. I am trying to think and talk and not get distracted at the same time. It is not easy to do. Did I? Nope. 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 I need to use something that'll remind me as well. I'm realizing it's like, oh, I gotta send a reminder. No problem. I have to make sure I know why I sent that reminder. Oh, God. That's the problem. I got it. Nope. Son of a bitch. Oh. And if you liked, I was playing another game before. I play games kind of like my brain works. I just go and play some other thing randomly. But I was playing The Division 2 for a while, and they've actually just started something else. So I may do more of those. It's fun. It's a shooty game. So maybe everyone won't like it, but I have fun doing it. It's very... Unfortunately, it became a little too real. Because I was playing it during 2020, and the game itself is based on a horrible outbreak that killed lots of people. The whole world. Like, the whole world just went, we're all going to die. It was awful. And then, 2020 happens. A couple of years after that game comes out, and I'm playing it going, wow. Well, at least it wasn't this bad. But you're like a special squad with magical things. Not magical. Scientific devices. You get a drone that shoots bullets. You get something that'll revive you if you fall down, magically. Scientifically. It's fun. You'll see. If you haven't seen it already, you'll see. Because I feel like I should play that game just because I'm doing it. It's kind of grindy sometimes, but I just finished the first part. No one cares about this, Brian. My show. But I might play more of that because there's a new mission type thing. And it's an enjoyable game. It just gets complicated and grindy sometimes. And my aim is awful, so there's that too. I just want to play games right now. That's what it is. I've gone past my limit, haven't I? Yes, I have. It's now 8:32. You have less than 20 minutes to enter the raffle if you wish to do so. If not, just stay here. We're good. Don't worry. I know I'm looking at my phone. I'm trying to remember why. I know why. The problem is I can't find the damn emote thing I want to use for this message. That's the real hard part. Is this it? Tell me it is. Nope. 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 Whoop. Nope. I know it's here too. That's the worst part. I'm pretty much just looking for a camera, believe it or not. There it is. Fucking hell, that was forever. There. Oh, hopefully that'll translate well. Boom. Everyone here, remember, I sent a message to Whiskey Mountains to remind her about a thing that involved the camera / my cell phone. I probably should use my cell phone picture, but I didn't think of that. For filming. That's the important part. Oh, American padded sumo pigskin toss. Is that what that is? I've heard of it. I see it happening when I go to bars. It is loud. And it looks like people are getting horribly hurt and injured every single game. That's odd. And there are referees who people like and hate at the same time. This is pretty good. Again, it's a pot still, which I think is why I like it. It is very sweet, but not too sweet. The dryness at the end takes away from the sweetness. A little peppery, a little spicy. Long finish. Ooh, where's my water? Distinctly Texas whiskey-ish. Usually when I drink Texas whiskeys, they aren't at this... No, they are kind of. Every Texas whiskey is different, but you can still tell it's a Texas whiskey. Usually. I wish I had a better explanation for that, but I don't. Unless you've tried it. Because even with this, like this says it's a bourbon. I would not think of this as a bourbon. You give this to me blind and be like, here's a bourbon. I would sip it and go, are you sure? I'd be very confused. But the fun part is I can't know. Like I know what I poured. But I would not think it's a bourbon. I would honestly just think of it as a malt because I get this weird Fig Newton note. I'm not used to getting that sort of note in a bourbon. Apples, I have gotten in bourbon before. Grape, I've gotten in bourbon before. Specifically Fig Newton? No. No, I haven't. 10-minute warning. Starting now. You have 10 minutes to enter. So far, so good. I'm glad we got entries tonight. Whenever I do a raffle, like suddenly, I'll be like, it's a raffle. I just go, no one's going to show up. It's so random every time. However, that's why it's important to hit the damn bell. I mean, the funny thing is, you know, when other channels that actually create steady, constant content, hitting the bell means you will be reminded every week of this video, which is good. I mean, if you're really interested in the channel, that's a good thing. But for me, it is not that way. You will get a random notification if you subscribe and hit the bell, because I'm going to go live or post a video. Usually the video will tell you right when it happens. But for me and this streaming thing, I usually don't know it's going to happen until 24 hours before it happens. Maybe. Sometimes less. But of course tonight, there was the inkling of a thought that I'd do it at 7, because that's what I did before. And then I know it's Bourbon Night isn't going live. It's like, well, that's 2 hours. I have to do something whiskey related. What could I do? I have no idea. You know, I could do a stream, which I was thinking of doing anyway. And now here we are. And all that jazz. Sorry. Well, I could sing again. I don't know a song. Neighbor next door is being crazy again. I know she's on the phone, but I like to think she's just arguing with herself. Oh yeah. Tasty. Now, since we're already at the 10-minute mark, I have something. It's not open. That's what I'm going to pour next. And I think I know who gave it to me. And if they're here, they know they gave it to me. And they know I know that they gave it to me. I hope. But it has a weird name. It's a Scotch, also. Because that's how you end its Bourbon Night here, apparently. And it was supposed to, I think it's peated. So I didn't want to have it before I tried this Balcones, because I was really curious about this. And it is good, but it's not quite up my alley. I think, well, not that she's not here, of course, I think this, but Adriana / Whiskey Mountains would like something like this, because I am not a big fan of Knob Creek. It's much more oak heavy. It's got more coffee, dark. It's not a sweet whiskey, is what I'll put it as. It's not a sweet bourbon whiskey. It's a bourbon whiskey, all right, but it's more akin to a Texas one, where it's got a little bit of a to it. I'm going to sit down and we're going to stay right here. Smoke a cigar. That's what Knob Creek is to me. I haven't had many of them. I had one, and I think it was a special pick for a store. So I definitely want to explore more Knob Creek, but I do know someone who's almost an expert, so maybe they'll send me some Knob Creek samples someday. That'd be nice. I know she's not here. I gotta drink this more quickly. Mistakes are being made, by the way. Especially when I have to do a raffle. Whew. Delicious. Just water. So I will show you what I'm going to pour next, which means I'm going to finish that, technically. I can't really read that, and neither can you probably. That's what it says. Sorry, that was quick. I think it's Old Valentine's, Ballantrons. And it's from Tomatil. Tomatil. This is a non-age statement. So it is Scotch. I looked it up earlier, but I think I closed the tab. Nope. Wait. Nope. Well, anyway, I had it open. I don't know where it is now. Reopen, close tab. Reopen, close tab. Over You open close. As long as the pornography doesn't show up, we're good. Nope. Okay. Well, I don't know where it is. But if you can make that out, and I think it's old BALLANTRUAN Tomatol. Tomatol? Tomatin? Tomatol. So it's that. 50%, as I said. Neighbors are having a good time right now. Thankfully, I'm not in my bedroom right now. But I know they are. I don't want to go into it, but let's just say they have a very kind of a dull relationship, but also they probably shouldn't be together. It's like a soap opera next door, is what I'll say. That's what it seems like. It is peated. Okay, James Morgan's here to let me know. I got less than 4 minutes. You know, the percentage, it doesn't drink like a percentage either. Probably because it's so dry. What was I doing? I got that. No one else has entered, right? No one else has added me, right? I have an email. I have no idea what it's saying. No, I've got money. Yes, I do. Space cider. I think I tried to look this up too, and I couldn't quite figure out what it was. Other than, I like that it's 50%. The reason I'm opening this tonight is because it's a 50% peated Scotch. Generally, I like those. It's like Lefroy's and Lefroy Cargus are the cast strength ones, and Lefroy cast strength itself. Choice. What else? Ardbeg. Plenty of the Ardbegs over there. So the curiosity is active. That is not what it is. That is just a container. With that, excuse me. I've been talking too much. Damn it, I've forgotten how to breathe properly. Fruity and medicinal. Oh, that'll be interesting. This stuff is definitely sweet than dry. But again, weird stuff. Well, there you go. At the very least, I christened. That was the first whiskey I poured into my Bastards Ball, Glencairn. So that's good. Again, Texas Whiskey Trail. Go check it out if you ever do. You won't regret it. I can tell you about the places near Austin. They're pretty good. Now we're pouring this into the glass. Dun, dun, dun. All I know is it's a non-age statement. And again, 50%. And it's a weird distillery I've never heard of. It might not even exist anymore. I do not know. But it'll be fun. With that, I'll go. I forgot. We have less than a minute till it is over. So if you have an entry, do it now. Or else forever hold your entry until next time I do a giveaway. That. There's an option. We have 15 seconds. There we go. Got it. Waiting. 10 seconds. I don't know why this is in 10 stalls. 3. 5 seconds. Last chance. 1 second. Boom. 8:45 p.m. What day is it? And closed. Exit stage left. Sample list. Boom. Raffle. Boom. Away. No one knows the info anymore except for that, but don't worry about it. So any donations given now are just because. Those are the rules. Unless it's really close. With that, though, we get to go to this crazy screen over here. Over here. Oh, here we go. Boop. Yeah. Oh. There we are. Those are the entries. Wait a minute. I'm going to fix this. As you can see, we got Bourbon, Richie Z, Mr. Great Shot, Mike Franklin, and Hangin' AZ have entered for this drawing. Most of them did not enter themselves. I think all of them didn't enter themselves. Oh, wait, Mike Franklin did. So he is the official person who entered him himself, which is good. Because as much as I love the idea of people giving each other sample raffle tickets, that gets so confusing sometimes. So, 7 times we randomize, and 7 times we randomize, and 7 times only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Done. You see it? 3 years old to be considered Scotch. What? I have no idea what the rules are. I should know what they are, I just don't. Alright. Numbers 1 through 12. Here we go. In Google, pick a random number between 1 and 12.
Here's a random number, 9.
Well, 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 well. Look who it is. Number 9, as you see, is Mr. Great Shot. Mr. Great Shot, I might have your address already, but you can do whatever you want with that. I assume you want it. Oh, son of a bitch. Go. How? Sorry. Away with you. There. Oh. That's scary. I have to actually check chat. There we go. Okay, I see everything. The winner has been announced. Mr. Great Shot. Blip. I have the samples in front of me. So if there's anything you'd like to swap out, you had it already, do tell. Because my interest is, of course, to give you samples. Mr. Great Shot actually is one of the very few people I met at the Bastards Ball. On purpose. Like, there were a bunch of other people there, other whiskey channels and such, but it was good to see him there officially. Yeah. Zenbu knows. That's what you get for being nice to other people. How dare you? Ugh. We will do this again at some point. I don't know when. Maybe next Friday and Sunday? Probably not. Maybe Wednesday? Probably not. Hit the bell. That's what I'm trying to emphasize. If you're subscribed to my channel, please hit the bell. I will put a community reminder, although I don't know how many people pay attention to the community tab in YouTube, but it is a thing. And overall, not difficult to use. Mr. Great Shot should be the one who wins. If no one else does, I'm glad he did, because again, it all kind of clicked. He was being nice. Again, I met him last weekend. It's all like, wow, man, groovy, yeah. If you believe in that sort of thing. For me, it's just nice to see someone I know win. Although I would hope any of you who entered or didn't enter, especially if you didn't enter, but also if you did enter, because, oh my God, I want to share everything. But I have to do it in such a way. Blech. So what I will say, since I'm thinking about that, there are going to be more raffles. That's my point. There are going to be more raffles. There are going to be bottle giveaways. There are going to be, hopefully, larger guest-based events for giveaways, bottle giveaways. And the idea for me, for this channel, is that I will help all of you who want to try samples of Irene Tan's stuff. I know I didn't do it tonight, but I am the one, so far, channel you can interact with who may get you samples from her, or bottles. I am flexible in that regard. And Venmo and PayPal are a thing, so just so you know. Although you should probably just pay her directly, and I could get it. That's an option. Hand deliver it for you, for her, for you. That's what I'm saying. Because that is an option as well. If you ever see an Irene Tan pick where you're like, I want it, and you can, get in touch with her or get in touch with her store fast enough, I might know a guy who can get it to you. You know what I mean? For a small fee, for I'll do it for shipping. You can always tip. I put the flex in flexible. Yes. Oh, my arm. Iron stuff is the bomb, Mr. Great Shot knows. He's had some of it. And I want to share that with everyone because I can't do my own barrel picks. I mean, if I could do a barrel pick and sell that, I might, but I can't. So I know this other nice lady who gives me lots of whiskey to drink, who also might be willing to sell some bottles. She's got a lot. So you know that if you go there. In fact, she just got a Lone Elm pick. I've sampled it. Is the way I would put it. That's not it. I made sure to put them all way in the back. But here we go. This is the recent Lone Elm pick from her. Again, this is a straight wheat. God, focus. Straight wheat whiskey. Don't look at me. Focus. Focus, you son of a... You will do it. I demand you do it. Stop looking at everything behind it. Why do you hate me so? There we go. Single barrel Texas straight wheat whiskey distilled from grain in Forney, Texas. 62.7%. The Prelude. Whiskey Mentors. QSO1. So stay tuned for that because it's pretty good, but wow, it's up there. I think that's the highest proof I've ever gotten from her. Honestly. I haven't gotten all her picks though. Keep that in mind. I have sampled most of them and they're very good. And that's why I want you to stay tuned here. Like tell your friends that you have the availability of getting certain bottles via my channel. If that is what you're interested in. If not, sample things happen. Happen. I'm thirsty. I've been talking too much. With that, I get to look forward to going to bed and having lunch with Papa KillCo tomorrow. Yeah, I know just where we're going too. It's got good food. And it's near his house, or the house where I grew up. But also, there might be a gaming stream later. Don't forget. Emphasis on might. Again, hit the bell. I mean that in the most sincere way. I don't mean like hit the bell so you can watch all my stuff. It's like, no. If you're interested in this channel and you would like to see any of it, the way to do it is just hit the bell. Because then it will tell you. It's like, oh, he did a thing or he's doing a thing. Eventually, I don't know how people have a normal schedule. I can't do it. Or how people travel as much as they do. All right, I've let this open up a little bit. I almost forgot about it completely, mind you. Oh, wow. Oh, that might not be a good one. Oh, no. Am I going to end with the Scotch I don't like? It's possible. Oh. It's like buttery and butterscotch? More butter, oddly enough, like buttered popcorn. Wow, that's wild. There is a funk, though. It's got to be the malt funk, because it's something I don't particularly like. Hard to explain, other than it makes me think of a swamp. You know, I don't know if it's called a stink plant, but I know in the area in Rhode Island, in the woods, there are these plants that give off a certain smell in swampy areas when you walk by. They don't do it on purpose. It's just that's the way they smell. It's weird. Make me think of those. A very earthy, pungent aroma. I don't hate it. Like its initial hit was kind of blah. Skunk cabbage. Is that what it is? I don't know why would you call it cabbage? You make it sound edible. It might be, but I would not eat it. No, it's something I don't like about this one. I could say it smells like old butterscotch. Because it's very sweet, but it's not. It's like a stingy sweet. Makes my nose do that. It's not good. Like a white wine, like a dessert wine. A dessert wine. I don't like dessert wines usually. They're way too sweet. So, let's see what the palate does. It's slightly peaty, spicy, charcoal, ash, vanilla, weirdly enough. Dry. Now it's dry. Yep, and now it's not. Wow. Interesting. One of the wildest things about whiskey tasting is when you... Here's the thing. Here's the secret. Most of us don't pay attention to how our tongue feels. In fact, if you think about the way it moves in your mouth and in your skull too much, it kind of freaks you out. So don't do that. Point is, becoming very aware of what's going on there, like thinking about it. It's a muscle, remember. It's a muscle. So the more you think about it in general, I want to say it evolves or it grows. It doesn't really make sense. It's a muscle, but it's weird. I shouldn't think about it too much. Either way, paying attention to the sensation. Like prickly or dry. Those are two that I didn't really think about much until I started doing whiskey stuff. But my whole point about the rambling about the tongue is that singing also made me think particularly a lot about my tongue. So it is not unnatural for me to be thinking about it as far as tastes go, because you had to think about where your tongue is a lot when you sing, or when you make ridiculous faces. Glad I didn't bite my tongue just now. Yeah, Mr. Great Shot and Zenboot, I hope you guys meet up someday. Zenboot, I gotta get you down to Texas someday. Possibly October 7th. If you're not busy. I mean, it's a weekend. It's hot. Well, actually, if the October one that I've heard about is the 7th, maybe, that would be much better than this month, because, oh, it's so hot. Not August hot. It was freaking hot. With that said, Mr. Great Shot, you're on Patreon, or you can text me to remind me that it's yours. I know it is, but it doesn't hurt to tell me. I believe I have your info already. I know I do. I just have to find it. And you know what the box looks like. So stay tuned for that. I will try to patch that up and put it out for this week. I want to say tomorrow. I'm not going to. I will say I will get it out this week. Thankfully, the hand delivery place is not far from me. It's just a matter of me actually putting it together to feel like it will travel well. If you know what I mean, for the hand deliveries. With that, however, we're up to our last minute of this absolute mess of this show, which I hope you enjoyed, because I did, and I was here. I enjoyed it so much I was there the entire time. Again, the Scotch is weird, but interesting. And the nose isn't half as aggressive as it was when I first poured it. In fact, I get the ash. Yeah, there's a slight ash note now. The sweetness died quite substantially. And it is medicinal. Did someone say medicinal earlier? What kind of medicinal? It's making me think of a hospital. That's the kind of medicinal. If you've ever been to a hospital, you know that smell. Make me think of that. It's not a great smell. I know it's a good smell, but it freaks me out. With that, though, 9 o'clock. Time for me to bounce. Thank you, everyone who entered. Thank you, everyone who entered for others. That's awesome. And speaking of, as always, don't forget to be awesome. Wait. I forgot my own ending. Live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you. How does this even work? I will see you out there. And now I have to do the thing. Thank you for joining me on KillCo Whiskey Musings. You can find my social media and Patreon in the links below. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.